I gotta keep my voice down. I wanted to make this video later so it could be nighttime so I could, you know, not having to worry about anyone interrupting me. But I can't, like I know I'm getting off topic here, but I live with my parents. I'm very dysfunctional. But my dysfunction has nothing to do with any of the things I'm about to say in this video. It actually has to do with way deeper stuff, mental health problems and stuff like that. Regarding, developmental issues that I've had. I have developmental issues. I have learning issues. I have psychiatric issues and mood issues and stuff like that. That's why I can't live on my own. Even though I'm 30, even though I don't sound like I'm 30. My parents are kind of still up right now. So I had to keep my voice down. So I'm sorry about that long intro. So I might get interrupted, I apologize. But I want to just say here, this video is not going to be funny. It's not going to be explicit or anything. I'm going to try to keep this very mature as possible without it being mature. This is not like suggestive or anything, or this is not spicy or anything. I just want to keep this short and sweet and say that. And I've talked about this in some of my videos that I'm a gooner, you know what I mean? I don't know if this is true, but I think a lot, if not most, gooners are voluntary celibate, like they choose this lifestyle, and I don't know if that's actually true. But for me, that's not really the case. I find it kind of mind-blowing that you could have access to women or men or anyone, but despite that you choose this content instead. That doesn't make any sense to me. I read a post of a guy that says he has a wife, and even though he has a wife, he's not really interested in getting intimate with her. He's been with her for I don't know how many years. He's been with her for many years, and he's only gotten intimate with her in that kind of way for only like I don't know if I can find the post, but I don't know. He only did it with her. He only did it with his wife only like 100 times, and he's been with her for years or something. I don't know the exact amount of years. Maybe I could put it in the text. Maybe I could put it as text or something. I don't know if I could find it, but I don't get that, man. I mean, you have somebody to love, and you've been with them for years, and you only do it like less than 100 times, like because he chooses this content instead. And I'm not blaming the content or anything. You know what kind of content I'm talking about. But I mean, and well, he's trying to argue that it's a sexuality for him. It's a sexuality to be attracted to fiction instead of reality. I'm not even talking about cartoon fiction. I mean just fantasy. And if you want to be fantasy sexual, that's fine. But I'm telling you right now, I think I actually would enjoy the real deal more than this fantasy stuff. I think I actually would. Not to say that I would give up the fantasy stuff. I think that's a big black and white thinking issue that people in the community seem to have. There was this gooner that I blocked where he said that, or I think she or they, I don't know what they identified as, but they said something like, they want to give up they want to give up the content, and they want to give up fapping just so they can get into like a intimate connection with somebody. And I never really got that, because it's like, why can't you have both? You know what I mean? Like, for me, I've been in many relationships where I still did it, you know what I mean? Even before this even existed. It was in shorter time, it was in my sessions were very short with myself, if you know what I mean. I can't get into detail, but back then my sessions were very short because this concept wasn't really a thing back then. But what I'm trying to get at is that, I mean, there is a part of me that says that the content of this stuff is kind of better than real life. You know what? SEX, there is a part of me that feels like it is better because the sounds of it and the visuals, you know what I mean? But then again, it's like, I don't know. So I'm kind of like torn. But either way, I like both, even though I'm a virgin, actually. I think it's like, the because it's like people could be like, how do you know that you would even like having se blankety blank blank blank? You know, how do you know that you would even like it? I don't know. I'm just assuming, but I don't think it really matters because in a parallel universe, even if I did like it, if I tried it out, because I'm a 31-year-old virgin, I'm a 30-year-old virgin, whatever. Um, I think even if I did try it out with somebody, you know, if I lost my virginity, I would still prefer this. I would still like this stuff. I don't know if I would prefer it, but I would still like both, and that's what I'm trying to get at. And I just find it very weird that I don't know that people choose the like if they had the opportunity to get with somebody, I would. You know, and a lot of these people, and the thing that I don't relate to when it comes to other gooners is they identify as a I got a sense of myself here. Cornosexual. Just replace the C with a P. You know, P-O. You know what I mean. They identify with that, and I don't, man. I'm sorry, I don't. Because a lot of things I fantasize about is not always like that. Like, for instance, I have a foot fetish. You know, that's not inherently that's not inherently a sexuality related thing. You know what I mean? Because I know non-sexual kinks are a thing, and that's not what I'm referring to. I don't have any of those. But what I'm trying to get at is that even if the thing is not erotic, I still perceive it as erotic. So I don't really identify with the corno. You know what I mean? I hate it when people censor the word like that. I hate when they fucking censor that because it just sounds stupid. Explicit content. You know, sexual. I'm not. I'm not. That's not my sexuality. Because I'm attracted to various different things. You know, and possibly real intimacy as well. I don't know. I've only dated people, but what I'm trying to get at is that, you know, and a lot of people use the word gooner as an insult, and they're using the word wrong. A lot of people think that edging and gooning is not connected at all, and it is connected. It is. I don't like it when people water down the word gooner because you can edge without goon, but you can't goon without edging. You know what I mean? That's my honest opinion. You know, and I don't like how the word is being used as an insult for men that simp over cartoon characters or any kind of whatever. That's not what the word means. And yeah, so that's just my opinion, and I tried to censor myself as much as possible with this video. But this video is not to be funny or to be explicit. This video is very bleak. I do because there was a video from Vox, I think, that he said there's two groups of people. There's a type of gooners that come from a more nihilistic, bleak perspective, and this is where I come from. And then there's the second group where it's like, oh yeah, I can't get a woman, but that's okay with that. That's okay, and I fantasize. I mean, I kind of fit into that second category as well. But for me, it's like, man, it's like this is not a choice. I mean, you could try to argue that it's kind of both in my case, that it's involuntary and it's voluntary. I think it's kind of both because I think what it is it started off not being a choice, like no one wanted me, and now I'm kind of becoming avoidant personality disorder. I have that where it's like, well, maybe I didn't want anyone anyways, but I'm not asexual or aromantic. I'm avoidant sexual and I'm avoidant romantic, but not totally because I still have it on my table of a possibility of getting with someone one day. It's just I can't find the right person. I have anger issues and psychotic issues and delusional issues, and I have a lot of mental health issues. So, yeah, I just want to keep this video short and sweet. So yeah, I tried censoring myself as much as possible. And I'm being serious. I do this stuff for a minimum of 3 hours, I'd say, once a week. So the length of it is pretty, that's not too bad. I mean, 3 hours is not too bad with breaks. Sometimes without breaks, but sometimes I try to do breaks. The frequency is pretty impressive. Once a week or every 3 days, that's pretty impressive. But I don't know. I don't want to get too much into it because it's YouTube. I gotta censor myself. But I mean, that's just me, man. I mean, and like I said, even if I did get intimate with somebody and it was full on intimacy beyond dating, I would still probably be into this stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a fetish. I know some people define it as a sexuality. I guess you could say in my case it kind of is, but for me it's more of a fetish. And a lot of people say that it's a role play and it's not serious. Yeah, I guess you could say for me it's role play and it's not serious. Like it's not actually like being addicted and obsessed with my sexuality. Like it's true. Like I'm not actually addicted to my sexuality. I'm not. So yeah, I guess you could say that it is role play, but at the same time, it's not really in my case because I do take it seriously. It's not some kind of funny haha joke or any kind of like it's a very spiritual thing for me, and it's very meditative and philosophical and even political. But no one, someone on Twitter didn't like that I called it political. It's political because I have the right to do this stuff. Like it's my leftist, liberal, democratic, whatever, left-leaning right to advocate for this stuff. You got the right wing that's going against this stuff, that's trying to ban this stuff, and that's why I said it was political. One thing that I need to add about the gooning topic is I said this in my goth drama video, which was an hour long. I think I said that. I think I said it. I think I said it in that video. But basically, in a nutshell, I gotta keep my voice down again. I apologize, but I consider gooning to be a reaction to the right wing. You know what I mean? I know it's not supposed to be a political thing, and everybody that's in it is very it's a diverse community, but I think a lot of us are left leaning. A lot of us are center because it's a reaction to this whole right wing attitude, like the no fap. And I know some people in the gooning community switch between those two communities, but I just want to say that I am not one of those people, and not everyone does that. Some of them do it as like a it's part of their role playing or whatever, and that's fine. But some people are being very serious with it, and I'll never fucking do that. I don't understand why. I have the big brain to realize that that community is not gonna fucking help me, and why would I pander to that community? Why would I ever fucking see? This is the thing I don't get about these gooners that actually take the no fap stuff seriously, is they're not there to help you. They're there to, the no fap is they're there to shame you. There's various other different groups that do this, that I don't know if I can say their names, but we're just so sick and tired of this society that shames you for your sexuality, no matter what it is. We're just so sick of that. And even with gender stuff and gender presentations and stuff, like, it goes, we're just so fucking sick of it, of getting shamed for how we dress or what we're attracted to or whatever, you know what I mean? And at least this is just how I feel, it's an anti-sexual thing going on, you know what I mean, with the conservatives and stuff. And they're not, I don't want to say not everyone on the right wing is like this. There is center right leaning people, but I'm just kind of getting sick of this, trying to ban this and ban that, and you got to do this and you got to do that, and this video game is too explicit and we got to remove it off the shelf and censor it and cancel it. And I'm just sick of it, man. You know what I mean? Just kind of just sick of it. I think again, I gotta keep my voice down. I think gooning is like the new reaction to say, hey, it's okay to embrace your sexuality. You know what I mean? And people, like I said, people use it as an insult. And I just want to say, we respect the characters that we love, and we respect the people that we love. There's a big misconception that we're very disrespectful, and I do think that there are some people out there that do say some very bad language on the internet. You know what I mean? That are a part of my community. I will admit this. I have seen some very crazy comments on You know what I mean? Like, oh, she's so what? She's a what? Whatever. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't do that. You know, I don't go that crazy with it. You know, I do see the level of disrespect, but I think a lot of it is just role playing, and it's not like an actual belief that they have. Like, and not everyone does that. We usually respect the people that we are attracted to, usually, and um, so no disrespect, man. We love the women, we love the characters, we worship them, and that's part of our, like, it's basically like a religion. It's like a spirituality, man.